To do my full grocery shop, I'm gonna do a chocolate and I'm gonna do a vanilla because I want to start making my protein shakes with kale. The only thing I get from here are this, and I usually get like 3 bags of these for the week. So this is enough to make me 6 smoothies. And again, this apple juice. So I am starting this grocery haul on the floor because I have done 3 Instacart orders and 1 regular shipping order in order to refill our pantry and freezer. This particular grocery haul is the hardest one to do and the one where I was collecting the most data to really figure out what we eat. And it's the hardest to do because it's the heaviest and because it's the most expensive. And you guys know from previous videos that I like to keep groceries fairly inexpensive, but when you are growing a human and you are living with another human, that is not how groceries work by the stretch of anyone's imagination. So we're on the floor because these bottom shelves act as more of the back stock of pantry, and I want to show you all that before I actually put things away. And also when the groceries came in, Shankees just shoved them down here. This is not organized, okay? Because at the time when I thought I was gonna get into organization, life showed up and was like, we don't have time for organization. I would love to have this cabinet organized before baby girl Jackson gets here. That is the plan. That's also one of the reasons why I wanted to do a full restock. And so what we did is we really, truly, as best as we could, let all of the food run out before we made this big order. So looks crazy under here, but stick with me. It's gonna get better. I kind of can't see myself anymore, but I'm just gonna go what's in here. So obviously these storage bags need to be moved up here. This is cereal from when I was craving cereal. I probably will eat this down, but I'm gonna transfer this eventually to containers, but this was already here versus some of this other stuff. The other reason we're on the floor too is because I can't lift these bags. So one of the big things that we got from Costco, and I'll put the receipts and stuff up, is this big bag of long grain, non-GMO rice. This is mostly for Shankees. Rice is still difficult for me to digest, so this big bag of rice is mostly for him. But the idea is that we won't have to go to the store frequently. I'm wanting to prepare for both a 3rd and 4th trimester so that the next time we have to do a really big pantry haul, it will be at the tail end of at the tail end of 3rd trimester, going into 4th trimester, just in case anything happens. I think I had shared this in another video, but I have been hospitalized before for the pregnancy, and I just want to be prepared food-wise. So, how many pounds is this? This is a 25-pound bag of rice. This was actually new, but Shankees had opened it and poured it into the container, but this was a 10-pound bag of sugar. The reason we're going through this is because he drinks a lot of tea, and I am in my baking era where I am trying to learn how to perfect cookies and cakes and breads and things like that. So I'm actually using quite a lot of sugar. So this was new yesterday when the groceries came in, but he refilled the container already. But this is a 10-pound bag of that. And then we also got is this 10 pounds? Jesus, this is heavy. This is a 12-pound bag of flour because I am in my baking era. We got that. And then my 4.5-pound bag of quinoa. I think there's a little bit of quinoa that's up there from the last time we got it, but basically every place where I make rice for Shankees, I make quinoa for myself because my body just doesn't digest the rice very well. So these are all under here for right now. Again, not organized. I'm gonna organize it. Most of the shopping I did yesterday, so today's goal is to think about the organizational solutions that I need and then Amazon them and get them here. This is flour that's left over from last time. The other thing that I have a lot left over from last time is these oats. If you guys remember from the grocery haul in March or April, I bought some oats. These oats are left over. Initially, this was the only thing that I could eat, and then I got a big food aversion to it, and I couldn't eat it. So I haven't been eating it, but what I would like to do is make some granolas and protein balls that I can freeze and just different things like that. Like basically for the next 4 weeks, what I'm gonna be doing is testing a lot of foods to figure out what I can freeze for the 4th trimester to make it easy for me to keep my milk supply up and to stay hydrated and to stay, filled with food and stuff like that. So we have those. I feel like there's some more stuff, but these are just the things that we put down here, right? Yes, these are the things we put down here. Let me figure out what else we got from Costco. I feel like it's just gonna make a mess anyway, but I feel like also if I clean it, it's gonna make me feel 1,000 times better. So I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna clean this, and then
that's right.
I'm gonna
better be mopping this stuff.
I already mopped the floor, hey babe. I'm recording. I'll turn off the camera. Leave the cabinet here for now. This is a water jug, I think it's like 2.5 gallons that I normally get. We're gonna stop getting that, and we're gonna start doing water purifier. Not because I necessarily want to, but because it is most economical and what's best for the environment and for the family. I'm gonna leave this here like this. This will probably look different once I get the storage solutions, because if you can imagine, we need a place for potatoes. We need a place for potentially onions. I don't know if you can store onions in a dark space or not, but we need a place for potatoes, onions, and then these bags will go down once I fill up the containers that are at the top. But this is meant to sit in the background, like back storage. So I'll show you the other 2 things that we got from Costco, and then I'll make sure I show you the receipt from Costco. So now I just have to get up. The last 2 items that I got from Costco are, which I need to organize this in a second. It is this 15 count beef patties, which I'm gonna make some hamburgers, obviously, with this. I've been craving those and eating those pretty much every day. So we got those. And then we also, I don't know if I'll be able to pick this one. Oh yeah, it's not happening. Then I got this chicken, which is all for Sharkees, because as much as I wanted to be able to eat chicken, I cannot. But it's 6 packs, and I think in each pack there are like 3. So that's gonna work out very well to be able to have like a lunch/dinner every time I cook and prepare with this. So those are the items from. I put this stuff on the counter because it just would be easier to show. So this is the MARIANOS grocery haul. So I got these salmon, these marinated, grilled, seasoned Atlantic salmon boxes. I just got 2 of these. This isn't for the quarter, this is just for the month. So in each of these it's like 2. So I know that that's gonna make 4. Then which is one of my favorite brands of steak. Because it's grass fed and it's really, really tender, really, really delicious no matter what cut you get. So I ended up getting 5 sirloins. Hold on, wait, I got 8 altogether. So no, I got 4 sirloins, 2 ribeye, and 2 New York strip, and they just come like this on these little things that have instructions for you to cook it. So that's what all these are right here. That was for the freezer. And then I got some Tessemae dressing. This is my favorite dressing brand in all the land. I love it. I wish they had the balsamic because I would have got a couple of those. I ended up just getting 2 of those. Then I got some Justin's peanut butter. I wanted 4, they only had 2 in stock, but I wanted 4 just so that I wouldn't have to order it again anytime soon. Then I got some banana peppers for my salads and some pickles because I've been craving pickles. And then I got some red beans and some pinto beans, Normally I get my beans from Whole Foods, but the last time I got my beans from there, they weren't that good. So I really like the Goya brand and the La Frida brand, and so I just got 2 bags of each because I know those basically will make 4 different pots of beans. This is what I got from Mariano's. I will put the receipt or the total on the screen. I also got this very large container of baby mixed greens from the Organic Girl, which I like their salad blends. This is currently what's happening in the refrigerator. Again, this will be replaced with a water filter. These are 2 different types of butter. These are cashews. I'm making a dairy-free butter, and then this is a dairy-free butter that I made. That's pretty good, but I wanted to try another one. Some garlic, carrots, some lemon, a little milk, a little apple juice for my smoothie. This is kale. This is that mixed greens. So refrigerator stuff will, later in the week, I will re-up on that. I wanted to get the pantry and the freezer filled. And then on the door, we have the same condiments I think that we have from the last grocery haul. And then I'll show you guys the freezer. Again, not organized. I'm gonna get some storage solutions. The other thing that I need for the freezer are the frozen vegetables and then pork chops. Maybe because I'm nesting, I'm not for sure, but all of this is gonna be organized differently because I want to also get this reorganized, and I've mostly been cleaning this out because I think this cabinet is the cabinet that we're gonna use for baby, and then we're gonna move things over. But we essentially have these 4 cabinets to turn into a baby station, like food for us and like stuff. I don't know what's happening with my voice. But essentially we have these 4 cabinets, and I just want to organize and stock that better because right now it's looking pretty chaotic. Forgot to mention, I did also get more protein powder. So this is my favorite plant-based protein powder, non-dairy, non-GMO, non-soy, hyperallergenic. It is the only protein powder that doesn't give me any sort of digestive things or issues. So this is a vanilla, which I got specifically to put in, I don't know what's happening to my voice, but I got specifically to blend with my kale smoothies because I want to try to make a smoothie that is kale based. So that's the vanilla, and then the chocolate is the one on Instagram where you see me make my chocolate berry protein shake, but it's the exact same protein powder. So that was also a part of this haul as well. And then I got more berries and more strawberries, and I think I have clips of that. But for the berries and the strawberries, it's usually $20 a week for all of the berries that I need. So it's like 80 bucks a week for my protein shakes. So I'm gonna put my full monthly grocery haul budget at the end of all of this because it's just insane to me. Okay, so this is the first level of organization on the pantry cabinet. So I had it before in there. I'm not gonna go to the other cabinets because I feel like it's gonna get too long, but this is what I'm thinking. Here on the bottom, I'm gonna put my base things. So this is pinto beans, red beans, this is oatmeal, and then I'm gonna put granola. I'll probably put the granola in the front, but right now that jar is empty. Then I have quinoa and rice because those are like our base staples. For the most part, we're eating something from here every day, and I moved them from this shelf down because I started to see that this shelf was leaning. So base is here. I think I'm gonna switch out my flour and sugar containers because I don't like how this is coming together. I was thinking about moving over to these plastic pantry containers, but I don't like these either. I like them because of the weight, and I like them maybe for storing in the refrigerator, but I don't really like them for storing in the cabinet. So I put my almonds in here just to see if I would like it, and I'm not really enjoying it. And I'm trying to decide if I'm gonna go with a narrow mouth, full wide mouth, or a medium sized mouth for these ones. And if you guys remember, these are just like my smaller things, like my sunflower seeds, brown sugar, popcorn, almonds, my craisins. I could probably put this cornmeal in a smaller one, stuff like that. And then, so this thing right here makes it so that I can't see everything. So I'm thinking about whatever I put in this area, I want it to be stuff that I don't grab frequently. Depending on what my flour and sugar storage will look like, I may get very large containers and store them at the bottom because I am baking a lot. But I don't know. But I don't like these airtight acrylic rectangular containers. I just don't like the look of them. I don't like reaching and grabbing things out of it. You see, I didn't even refill the flour container. I could, but I just prefer to grab the flour from down at the bottom. But anyway, this is cornmeal. Needs to find its right container. We have some grapeseed oil and olive oil back here. And I reach for that too frequently for it to be behind there. But right now, that's the only place it can fit. And then I moved the seasonings up a shelf and put them on Lazy Susans. So these are like main seasoning, like our larger main seasoning ingredients. These ones in the center, it's a little seasoning, a little peanut butter, a little sweetener, but just sort of stuff that we don't use as frequently. Maybe this will turn into something that's baking. I'm still trying to figure out like our flavor profile and what we're wasting versus what we're using. This seasoning gets refilled frequently. Like we go through parsley and chili and onion powder and lemon powder and seasoned salt. We go through that frequently. This is like sweeteners, baking things. I just put this here just for the symmetry of the shelf and because I needed to store some more. This is sort of like those specialty seasonings where we don't use as frequently, and I'm aware that seasonings can last a very long time. I do use smoked paprika, but I don't actually like this brand because it's been in here, I think, since I moved in. And every time I put it on my food, I don't enjoy it. But you guys know paprika, especially smoked paprika, is like one of my favorite seasonings. So kind of like specialty seasonings, like the Green Goddess, everything but the bagel, etc. And also, I am switching over from McCormick as my main like brand of seasoning to this. I don't actually know how to pronounce it, but I like the ingredient profile and the freshness of it better. So that's also something that will eventually change out, where like this oregano, this red pepper, cumin, cinnamon, things like that will eventually transfer over into that brand. So I imagine this one and this one will mirror each other in seasonings that we use frequently, like our home profile seasoning. And then this here in the center may be like sweeteners and things that I bake with, because even right here I have some nutritional yeast, which again I feel like that would be more here, but I have some maple syrup. I guess this is a back stock of pepper, salts, some liquid smoke. This center area is just, it really bothers me because I can't get to the things that I want to get to. And then last but certainly not least, at the top, that's gonna be more of Shankeis's space for stuff. So even though I like croutons, those are all his croutons up there, his different flavor croutons for his salad, his sunflower seeds, just different things. And he's all the way up there because he can reach up there, but I do want to find a storage solution for that so that it looks a little more nice and neat. I actually think that is a bag of cashews that I need to bring down so I can make some cashew milk, because it's just not convenient for me to reach up there to get that. This fish sauce could probably also come down because I do cook with that. I think that might be the agave that's up there. But he has like his bacon bits, his salad toppings, stuff like that. There's a little bit of pasta up there that I won't be probably using because it gave me a headache. Some Kind bars that I'm gonna move that down to the snack side. And then some box cake mix that we haven't used, and then some specialty ketchups that we just haven't used, which I may move this over, but in my mind, I'm imagining putting the things that Shankeis grabs and goes with most of his meal and his flavor profile, or backstock things way at the top, because I can't reach it, and I don't want to have to bring a stool in here to make it more convenient. But overall, like, it looks okay. It's not as organized as I want it to be, but it's getting there. And I'm grateful that I was able to make it through this just to see what we have. And For those of you guys who are like, where are the canned goods? Where are the box things? I'm just not a person who likes canned goods. I don't like canned food very much. I don't like box goods because I don't like preservatives. So that's why you don't see a lot of that here. In general, we're likely gonna be a full-blown ingredient family. We still have these two cabinets right here. I'm thinking this was sort of like a tea station and this was sort of like a snack cabinet. I'm thinking this is gonna turn into a bottle station and we're gonna move tea over here. This is what I'm thinking. I'm not 100% for sure. And then we'll just move all snacks all the way to the top, I believe. I'm not 100% for sure exactly how we're gonna do it, but I won't show you those cabinets because I could not think through storage solutions, so everything is just shoved in there. And it's the same thing for the refrigerator and the freezer. I think, yeah, I couldn't really think through storage solutions, so things are just shoved in there, but that's where we are for right now. And hopefully in the next video, my Amazon order will come in and I'll be able to organize some more stuff.